do it like this. We're gonna start it off like this.
That's what I ain't scared of you came from. You know, you can't be afraid. You can't be afraid to fail. And we all need something from somebody, and it comes from in the most inopportune time, Charlie. And it did for me. When I heard Richard Pryor, when I heard Bill Cosby for the first time, it really motivated me to become a comedian. When I saw my mother sitting in the chair crying.
It's Bernie Mac.
And I came in and I asked my mother, why was she crying? And she said, nothing, son. And I wiped her face off and I began to cry. And Ed Sullivan introduced Bill Cosby. And Bill Cosby came out and he did a routine about snakes in the bathroom. And my mother began to laugh and cry at the same time. Then I started laughing, you know. Because I saw the joy on my mother's face. And when Bill Cosby got through, I said, Mom, that's what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be a comedian.
But again, here we go. DJ STERL. Put this on your TV. And it goes, put this on your TV. And it goes, oh man. Yes sir, that's how we rocking, man. That's how we rocking in. Know the vibe, man.
Exactly. We back, man. That was Bernie Mac earlier. So
that was Bernie Mac.
You know what I'm saying? What's happening, man? Welcome back to the Epicenter Podcast. That's DAEPICENTRE, the British way,
the UK way.
In case you didn't know. The voice you hear right now is none other than Sir Your Highness King BRIL. And to my left, I got my dog, man, Mr. Legend.
We're drinking water today.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold your drinks up.
Greatest host in the world, Mr. Girls Like STERL Cups in the air.
Yes, sir.
If you got some water, yeah, whatever you got, you driving on the way to work, all that. Mm-hmm. And to my right, man, we got a legend in the building, man.
Legend.
Carolina's own, man. One of the greatest, the graced the stage, man. Proud Aggie alumni.
Yeah.
Proud.
HBCU's in the building.
Proud.
What we talking about?
Yeah, man, we got the legend, man, Mr. Darren Brand, man.
What's happening? What's going on, brother? What's going on?
Yeah, I can't call it. Glad to be with y'all brothers, man.
Hey, appreciate you stopping through the Epicenter.
Yeah,
for the one
man.
time. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I seen the progress. I saw the vision.
Word.
You know, the vision was discussed when BRIL was shooting last few hits.
We talked about that.
I ain't had a setup. I ain't had equipment to set up. I had one cam. That was a very humble time.
Hey, but look, that's how I start.
That's how I started.
Humble beginnings.
You either gonna do it or you ain't.
That's right. That's
sure.
right.
Man,
Humble
that's
beginnings.
That's real, man. So we got so many places we can go, and when we do these interviews, these sit downs, we go all over the place, man.
Yeah.
So we gonna be somewhere everywhere. Let's start off. We know where we from, Carolina, man. Tell these people where you from exactly, man.
Shit, man. This clean or whatever. You can be yourself.
Nah, you can do whatever.
All right, bet. I'm from motherfucking Southern Pines, North Carolina.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And everybody who's from North Carolina, we got 100 little towns, so we always got to use the closest, biggest city to us. So I would have to say Fayetteville, North Carolina. So shouts out to the 2-6.
Vietnam.
Southern Pines, born and raised, country boy, country ways. You know, from the country, bro. Back, I was born in the 80s, so it was a different mindset back then. You know, you got your ass beat. You was raised a little tough. You know what I'm saying?
What's the worst way? Not to cut you off. What's the worst way you ever been disciplined? You been hit with a belt buckle?
Oh man,
I
done been open hand smacked.
No,
that's probably worse.
Disrespect. That's the worst part.
You know
That's the humbling.
Open hand smack. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. As a grown man, you don't know, hey, that was damn abuse. You know what I'm saying? You don't learn that was abuse. You just thought that was, you just ate it. Get back in the game.
Fucking eye watering.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, do they love me? So I'm glad times have changed. But, you know, country boy had a tough mama, even a tougher stepfather. You know, just like any family back then, a lot of alcohol involved, verbal, physical abuse, you know what I mean? But you don't know you're going through that when you're going through it. Thank God my mom told me college was my way out, you know what I mean? So she really, really pounded college. My era, you know, 80s babies, we was all told to go to college and you'll get a good job, you'll get a beautiful family, but, you know, that was a lie, you know what I'm saying? But that's what we was taught. And so I think our era is very proud to start this college attending generation situation thing. So I use college as my way out. I always was a class clown. You know, when people are hurt, we tend to make people laugh to make us feel good. So I've always been funny. I've always been, you know, the light in the room. Mom didn't play that, you know, so no C's allowed, you know what I mean? Did not play that. So growing up, I could not understand why the kids who couldn't read had Jordans and I had cheap shoes and I had A's. I never understood it.
Something ain't adding up.
Yeah, bro, something ain't
Everything
right, bro.
They don't got the shoes.
He need, bro, can't even read for real, bro. he got the freshest ones.
Word.
So, you know, tough upbringing, but, you know, I wouldn't change it. Made me who the man I am today. I only applied to 2 colleges. That was my way out. Carolina and A&T. A&T was home.
The street said you almost got into Charlotte, man.
Yeah, I did get a Charlotte.
I mean,
I got into
you almost went to
I
Charlotte.
got accepted. I almost.
The street said you almost went to Charlotte.
that was 2002. You know what I'm saying?
UNC
Charlotte was a whole lot different. You know what I'm saying?
Never mind.
You got to remember, bro, I'm way older than y'all. UNC Charlotte was not Charlatan. You know what I'm saying? It was
Math was math in the Charlotte.
02, boy, it was not doing its thing. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's
A&T in 02 though.
Yeah, that shit. Woo.
But that's why
A&T
that's why I'm so proud and I rep A&T so hard because, you know, people got to understand A&T saved my life. You know what I'm saying? Coming from a small black town, I was academically gifted, so I was with the same 8, 9 niggas from 8th grade to high school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, if you from a small town and you AG honors roll, you with them same core 6 or 7.
Keep you in the same group.
Same group. You know what I'm saying? So when I went to A&T, and it shouldn't have been, but it was a culture shock. To see that many black people who was trying to go to school and further themselves, because you know, if you're from a small town, it's military or you work where everybody work at the plant or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Shipyard, boy.
Shipyard, yeah, bro.
The shipyard
for us, it was a carpenter plant. I forgot what that shit was called. A big ass carpenter plant, and the golf course, Pinehurst Golf Course. Everybody either worked there or went military. And so just seeing that many black people from that many different places, DC, New York, Atlanta, that many slangs, culture.
Melting pot.
Trying to get an education, man, that saved my life, man, because it introduced me to positive black families. You know what I mean? Like I'm the first male in my family to go to college and finish. So, but at A&T, you meet people who granddaddy,
Went
uncle,
to A&T.
aunt, cousin, you like your whole family. Like I ain't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know nothing about this. So A&T saved my life, man. Introduced me to positive black families, and you know, I got to travel, see the world, met lifelong friends. And one thing about T, when it's time to graduate, your true friends gonna make sure you graduate.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So when you get to that 4th or 5th year, and you still party, you know, you got your friends to be like, hey man, let me talk to you for a second.
Wrap it up.
Because you don't want to be that old ass dude that's still
call you a super senior.
Yeah, now you a creep. You know what I'm saying?
You still at the party?
24 years old. Like, come on.
So that's Sebastian, boy.
Yeah,
that's
man.
nasty.
Yeah, that's
what
me.
was it then when you went? I know Sebastian in my era was like the apartments we always fucked up and partied. Okay. And I would go over there.
Man, when I was there, it was called the Commons.
The Commons. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, bro. Any given Friday night, bro. Hey, we used to walk to the Commons and just park a lot pimp with no car, like just outside in the parking lot, vibing, bro. Like such an unsafe time, but it was, you know what I'm saying? It what made us.
That's what's up, man. You spoke about family. Congrats on your son on 1 year, man. Give you a clap for that. You know what I'm saying? That's big.
Caught me slipping, trapped your boy up. You know what I mean?
You gonna make sure you go to the T, or you know what I'm saying?
Here's my thing, bro. I really want him to go there.
The T is great now, though.
Just for legacy, just for what I've done, what it's done for my family. I really want him to go to T, but you know what I'm saying? His mother, her family is split.
What?
Central A&T down the middle.
Yeah,
so they got like a aunt. They got a mother who went to T, but her daughter went to Central, and it's like they was doing spiteful stuff. So I don't want to pound A&T into him, and he end up going to, like, you know what I'm saying. But as long as he go to a HBCU, I just feel like as a black man or a black woman for 4 or 5 years, you need to go to a place where you celebrate it. That's the only time in our life we're ever celebrated. That's the only time. You know what I'm saying? After that, you're competing against each other.
That's facts.
Everybody else, you know what I'm saying? But as a black person, that 18 to 22 is poured into you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You'll never be celebrated like that again. That's so as long as he go to a HBCU, I'd be proud. But if he go to Central, bro, I don't
I don't think you keep it together.
I don't know. I think I could, because I'm actually close to all Central and Winston. Like, it ain't no beef for real.
Right. But it's just that,
it's like, man,
that competition,
it's tatted on me, bro. I need you to carry this for me.
I went to South Carolina State, so you know what I'm saying?
I want you to carry this for me, dog. You know, and then you can go grad wherever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sky's the limit.
That's like us if we had a son and he played Kappa or something.
Hell no.
That's what I'm saying.
I ain't giving them no fun.
But think about y'all. How many times you seen that?
I know it happens.
It's common.
It happens.
My homegirl, she a Delta. Her mama's a K.
Oh yeah,
She crossed Delta.
That first dinner table, so y'all sitting down eating. It's quiet. All you hear is forks in the plate.
But at the end of the day, you want to raise your child to be able to make their own decisions.
for sure.
That's for sure.
That's what any parent want. You know what I mean? I just hope
He makes the right decision.
one, man. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta make that right.
And whatever
decision,
HBCU he go, you know what I'm saying? Some of his paperwork, we'll get him through there.
Man,
Yeah. We'll get them on through there. Come on, we got you, brother.
By the time we go to school, man, y'all gonna be grand only.
Bro, what?
We still gonna be there.
Everything
got one night?
Everything changing. Everything changing, bro.
Right, right.
And I'm pretty sure y'all can tell from the time y'all wouldn't have crossed the sands. Like even now, everything changes, bro.
That's facts.
This shit. Yeah.
Every 5 years, the world is different.
Yeah, and them old folks come back, man. We did this in 02.
Yeah,
we
man.
did this.
Yeah, my brother died. We brought him back to life twice.
Right here on the yard.
Come on.
Nah, we good on that. We
Yeah.
good on that. We don't want to do that to
We
him.
about to kind of segue and skip around a little bit. You said everything changes every 5 years. That's excellent for what I was about to bring up,
Yeah.
man. So you somebody that I know, I hold reverence for somebody that actually got on the stage and was a comedian, like live in real person, like
Right.
funny in real life.
Right.
And then there's a wave of comedians that they started on social media, and you don't see every dude who like nice at stand up convert. Sometimes they look
Right.
down upon it. Sometimes the younger niggas that just be doing skits and stuff, they suck on the stage.
Yeah.
But you kind of made that transition, and you don't necessarily do the skits, but you're very active. Like you do the green screen. Just you talking is
Comedy.
What's your whole mindset in that? What made you adapt social media?
You got to.
Okay.
And if you don't change and adapt with the times, bro, you're gonna be stuck in the era you was hot in.
Shit. Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you don't adapt, and the thing is, bro, I hate skits. I hate skits, bro. I tell you all the time. That's why I love.
What do you hate about the skits?
Bro, it's just, man, bro, you know how many times you done cut angles and we need to shoot this way, put it this way, edit it, and it gets no views, no nothing. Like you done put 2.5 hours of work,
Right.
Nothing. But you know what people like? Authentic.
Yeah.
So when I do the green screen, I don't rehearse.
You sort of meshed both of them together.
I don't
you know what I'm saying?
rehearse.
Yeah.
I read it. I hit the blunt. I cut the camera off.
Word.
Talk. And I talk. If you watch it, I talk till the camera goes off.
Yeah.
So it's not no cuts, edits, or nothing, and they love it.
Yeah, I was telling BRIL, like the majority of stuff I see is that, like even like I'm not on your page.
Yeah.
I see it reposted, or I'm seeing it on some other page.
And that's I've been shadow banned for 5 years, so it's good to finally get that
IG.
traction that I feel like I've been deserving. But you just gotta adapt, bro. You gotta adapt. Now my first love is the stage. Like and shouts out to all the comedians who came up on socially. That's dope. All I ask for my world, if you're gonna make people get up out their bed, pay tickets, stand in line, buy food, sit down, at least be funny in real life. Don't sell them a dream. And once you can do that, you good. You good with me. But if you're gonna charge people $50 a ticket and have them find babysitters and all this shit, you better be funny in real life.
Ooh, them babysitters, that add a whole nother dynamic.
That's a lot,
to it,
bro. Think about it, bro. It's a lot to leave your house these days.
It
is.
It's a lot, and that's why I don't play when it comes to the stage. I don't ever cheat a crowd. I don't care if it's 500, 5,000. I tell people all the time, like, I never cheat a crowd because you made a conscious decision to leave your safe place and trust me to heal you with laughter. That's insane.
Heal you with
I thought
laughter.
about that as a comedian. Where did you get that initial drive from to know, like when I'm on the stage, I'm giving 110%?
Man, when you make people laugh, it's a drug. It's a drug. Just like when you play football, you hit your first catch as a receiver, or you got your first tackle as a linebacker.
Right.
That rush, it's a drug. Making people feel good, and I mean, telling jokes and watching people's face get red and eyes come, man, that's a drug.
Did
bro.
you get that on the stage first time, or was it like something that you got when you was little?
First time. But I been had it as like a class clown.
Yeah.
I was a class clown. I was childish, but I was smart because my mama didn't play that.
Yeah.
So I would have straight A's, but my conduct, Lord have mercy.
It just talks too much.
Darren needs to shut the fuck
Oh,
up.
damn.
My teacher would tell it like it was, like, hey, he won't shut up.
Oh, normally they hit you with that. Yo, he's very smart, but he
Yeah.
just talks too much. You said Darren needs to shut up.
That's how I found out. That's how I found out the word enthusiasm. Darren is someone has so much enthusiasm, but he just talks so much.
Right.
So I just always been that person. But to feel laughter, you can get laughter in the class or whatever. That's just you amongst everybody.
Yeah.
But on stage, you're usually a little taller. It's just you. It's just the mic, and you have full control of about 95, because it's a new world, so you got some sensitive people. by 95%, you're in control of their emotions for an hour.
How do you manage that, bro? Because you understand you got to make jokes for a living. Making jokes a lot of times, somebody kind of has to be the butt of the joke or something.
Yeah.
How do you survive as a comedian in this cancel culture where even stand-up specials, you go on Netflix, you can probably watch 4 or 5 of them and not laugh.
Somebody gonna get
How
offended.
do you? Somebody gonna have to get offended.
Take that L.
Man, it just, you got to believe in it, and you can't be a comedian with fear.
Okay.
That won't make you a comedian, because if it's one group of people or talent or the art form that should have free speech, it's comedians.
Comedians. Okay, that makes sense.
Musicians, that's a very touchy subject.
Right.
Art, actors, all that, whatever. You can't say whatever. But us, we're supposed to say what you're scared to say.
That's facts.
And that's what makes it.
That's
you know,
what
it's
makes
funny.
it. We're supposed to
Because it
say
resonates. It
Somebody
resonates.
got to say it.
So-
So I'd rather it be him,
Right.
you know, than somebody else.
I don't have a problem at club shows or arena shows, but when I do perform at colleges for homecoming,
Right.
to protect myself in the school, because everybody's so sensitive now, before I start my show, I say, hey, if you get easily offended, if you don't know how to laugh or have a good time,
Right.
there's the door.
Exit stage.
That
left.
way I ain't messing up my check. I don't want nobody to be offended. So don't nobody get up. I be like, fuck it, let's do it.
That's
so
right.
then after I do that,
Yeah.
all the people who want to have a good time, and then all the people who wanted to leave, they just gonna shut up.
Yeah.
Right.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it protects me, it protects the school, you know what I mean? And it allows me to do my job. But you can't care, man. Now I don't go into far as like totally disrespecting certain groups and
Right.
you know, positive people. I don't do that.
Right.
But as far as like saying some shit that's going on, I'm gonna say that shit.
Right.
We're gonna feel it.
And we're going to make a joke out
We're
of it.
gonna make a joke out of it.
Speaking of HBCUs, colleges, you do a lot of hostings and like you said,
Yeah.
you do comedy shows. What is that like on the hosting side? Because the hosting side, you're still making them laugh, but you're sort of just curating, building it up for like maybe
Hosting
some
is-
step show or...
Hosting is very parallel to
Okay.
comedy. Very parallel. Hosting, you got to be prepared. It's more of an improv thing. Because say you're hosting a step show, right? And
right.
You know how y'all do at the step shows. Y'all got 5 minutes in between groups, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You got your 5 minutes mapped out.
Right.
But one of the ladies' dresses done fell apart. They come back. I need 3 more minutes. Do you know how long 3 minutes on stage is when you not prepared? When you don't have like, oh, that's all I got.
Right.
But you also have a DJ. Which makes it way easier. If you got a solid DJ, hey man, drop something.
Right.
That's that's 45 seconds.
Right.
Hey man, give me something right now for all the people who graduated. If you boom, that's another 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So hosting is just kind of like keeping the event going along. You're not really diving deep into jokes and what about this, what about that. It's more so where my freshmen at, sophomores.
Just checking in.
Like if I host a step show and I do a shout out to all the Greeks, it's a shout out to the Greek and the most thing y'all comment for, roasted for, real quick. So when I do the cues, it's real simple. I'm like, shout out to the cues. I'm like, look at them. I'm like, look at them because you know y'all barking or whatever. I'm like, look at them. As soon as they cross, you know, there was a wall, and I'd be like, McDonald's, let me get a dub with cheeseburger. And then after you do that, y'all laughing. Then I go to the Capitol. Any Capitals in the building, they be like, oh, look at them out here with flip flops. So it's not
Straight up.
It's not an in-depth joke. It's just real quick what you're going for. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. But the Delta said, oh, gospel choir, here they come.
Oh shit.
So then you wait for the last one to, okay, girl, she about to pass out.
Right.
So it's all quick, yeah.
Chuck Taylor's in natural hair.
Oh my God, boy! Here they come marching in.
So how much of what you do? Because of course people know how well you was on, how good you were enough to be on Wild 'N Out, and that's kind of like improv and stuff, and then you stand up. How much do you actually like write? Like, do you write jokes or do you write?
Nah,
like,
I don't really write.
You don't really write.
I used to write in the beginning. I used to be like, you know, everybody with the pad. I want to talk about this, man. Stand up comedy is a feeling.
Okay.
And I feel like if you become too structured in your material, let's just say you got 3 jokes you know you want to do. You go out on stage. Let's just say that first joke don't hit. The crowd is not feeling this title or this little wave you want to go on right now.
Right.
Are you going to continue with what you wrote, or are you going to adapt to what the mood is? So I feel like writing do hold you down, but I feel like it can get you in trouble.
Okay.
So my comedy comes from like things I've been through. Like I come to the gym, BBT, right? All kind of material on BBT. All kind of material. I mean,
your head is just probably
it just be
material.
cooking.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could always go on stage and be like, y'all, fellas, I'm telling y'all, fellas, get into the gym. We got to better ourselves. We got to, you know, it's time for us to grow up as men and get checked in and do better. Plus, there's bitches in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Interesting point.
It's an interesting point. You know what I'm saying? You go to the gym, you like, dog, ain't nothing but women in here. Where's the fellas who want to get their health and look at a little ass cuss every now and then,
Right.
but respectfully. You know what I'm saying? So much material, and that's just like, I'm not saying anything wrong. That's just the honest
and it's
truth.
the thought, like you said.
It's the thought.
We won't say it.
Every man who love women, you in the gym. Yes, I mean ain't nobody creeping and looking, but you gon'
They in there.
They is in there. Let me get back on my set. You know what I'm saying? And women do the same thing.
Oh yeah, women do the same thing.
Come on.
We had A-Dub come in the other day, and she said she be in the gym. What you call it?
Print watching.
Print watching. Same thing. Same
Bro,
thing.
I seen a woman look at the print when I'm walking. I'm like, yeah, these shorts ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah.
It's not showing my good aesthetics today. I ain't really in a good swole day. Shit, hit me with the hate.
Oh yeah.
I was like, in the gym?
In the gym. That's crazy.
Now I gotta wear the tall tee and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas at the
But
tall
it
tee.
goes both ways.
Right,
it goes
right.
both ways, and that's just everyday thing. Like right now, it's hot. Right, simple jokes. Just like I'm not gonna write it, but I know in my mind, if I go to your house as a big dude and your AC is on 75, we gotta fight.
That's crazy. Yo.
But what the fuck is wrong with you, man? It's 90 degrees. Put that bitch on 68.
You knew I was coming through.
That's why I can't come to your house no more, bro. Because
Right.
you always trying to save these little $5.
Shit,
Hey,
it's
you
gonna take
need
a little.
to
It's gonna take a little
fix that.
second for it to get to 68 too, isn't it?
You know what I'm saying?
it's
That's
cool
an
down.
hour. That's an hour of the AC pumping. It could have been
What?
pumping before I got here.
Right.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah, your mind probably never stopped just materializing
And
moments.
It's,
you know what
it's
I'm
the
saying?
gift and the curse. It's like people who make music. You know how artists can go. They say an artist can make 20 songs in a night. Right. Comedy is just forever changing. You know, like football season, just off top of the head. Like, you know how many of us think we can still play football?
Facts.
How many of y'all think? How many of y'all right now? How many of y'all think you can play right now? 4 downs in the league right now.
I could get, man. Listen, I could catch a 7-yard slant. I could catch
BRIL, you would die.
the Patriots, man. I go to Bill Belichick. I could catch a 7-yard
BRIL,
slant.
the fact that you done got on the field with somebody who done earned it and you get 4 downs, they gonna look at you like he gotta die.
I'm about to
You
take this
gotta
nigga
die.
out.
I'm talking about they gonna line up. They ain't gonna say that to lick you through the helmet.
Right.
If Wes Welker can do it, I can do it. I could catch
See
one
what
little slant. It might cost.
That's crazy.
The cost.
You think you good as Wes Welcome?
I ain't so good. I got one down. The
You just
cost
said
of
if Wes
catching that
Welker can do it,
slant.
I can do it.
The cost of catching that slant is what we got to talk about now. It might be over after
Aftermath.
that. I can get one. I can get one in there.
So much material. Life is material, bro. The other day I tried to play basketball in the gym. I told the motherfuckers we gonna do threes. Ain't no up and down shit.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm not about to spit. Nigga, I'm 30.
Just
I'm-
shoot threes?
No, just three on
like
three.
half court.
Come on, bro. By the time I ran up and down 3 times,
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
and you know you out of it when the side hurt.
Ooh, it feel like somebody got an ice
Yeah,
pick
like,
just hitting you there.
I didn't even know you could breathe
Hey, yo,
like that.
hey, yo, sub.
Just get out the game
Shit.
real quick.
Bro, the score 1-2.
Go ahead and get me out of here.
Niggas had one fast break.
Yeah. One rebound.
So what? So how do you determine? So a lot of it is improv. It's just on you, or you got it written down in your head. How do you determine what's funny, like, or what would be funny presenting to other people, as opposed to what just might be you funny, or like in a conversation like this funny? Because I imagine that different things, like what's funny on a stage to 1,000 people versus in a room with 4 of your homeboys y'all smoking.
Half the battle is confidence on stage.
Oh, really?
That's half the battle.
Half the battle.
Black people like sharks. They can smell fear.
It's
It's like blood in the water, bro. So you go to a show, they're like, this motherfucker scared.
Hear your voice cracking.
You know what I'm saying? But
they on your
confidence
ass.
is half the battle, man. Because sometimes you don't even got to be funny. You just got to hold the attention.
Okay.
And that's an aura. That's like what you bring when you walk out. You know what I'm saying? And mine is God given. I can't explain it. Like when I walk in the room, everyone lights up. Everyone starts smiling, even if you know me or you don't. You know what I'm saying? They be like, "Well, he gonna be cool, man." You know what I'm saying? So.
Did you come from a funny family or something? Like, I know you said your mom was about the books.
In between the ass.
In between the ass whoopers, yeah, I was.
Usually that comedy comes from somewhere.
But growing up, black people and cousins, my best cousin, my favorite 2 cousins, I grew up there all my life, so we grew up together. So we 6 months apart, all the same age.
Oh, done. Okay.
So everything funny when you got your 2 best friends with you younger. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Everything. So
Facts.
just being clowning on each other. You know what I'm saying?
Roasting.
And we were 3 cousins, 1 fat, 1 middle. I'm the middle, 1 skinny.
Right.
So the roasting would get it. Man, shut your fat, shut your skinny.
Yeah.
You know how we play the game. You lose. What happened? Attitude.
Yeah.
Cut it off. My mama said. Your mama say shit.
Right.
Run
Come on,
it
yeah.
back. So all that just made it funny, man.
Nah, that's a good point. Because I'll be wondering about that. Like, what y'all think about, comedians on the stage. It's a different, y'all live a different life. You know what I'm saying?
We see
the world differently.
We see what's right in front of you that you're not paying attention to.
Okay.
Damn, yeah, that's
You're not paying attention to it, but we, you know what I mean?
Thinking
We
about
pick up
that.
on it, yeah.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna go back a little bit, man. You said not to go back to the writing thing. You said you don't write, and a lot of it's improv. You know, so not everybody is real life funny. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's the perfect time to talk about the pod. Shout out the last few hits.
Last few hits,
man. And that shit used to be. That's why I never smoke with y'all, man. Because I'm trying to work the camera. I'm really in business. I'm trying to be professional because I don't want to fuck up this. They depending on me. I don't want to fuck it up.
Right.
And they in there going crazy talking about interesting stuff, and they funny as hell. So if I'm high, bro, the whole recording be that fucked up.
Done.
I'd be like, yeah, man, the camera ain't even on, bro. Right. So it's a good experience.
That actually happened to me in Jamaica.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. We did the last few hits live podcast in Jamaica. Took 100 people down there, filmed it, and I forgot to hit record.
Oh shit! And that was fire too.
On the sound.
It was fire too.
And everybody know when you get a podcast, the first thing everybody complain about is sound.
I think I watched that episode. Y'all was in a hotel room.
Everybody was like, the sound. I was like, they're like, what happened? I was like, I don't know, maybe the mic feed. Nah, my nigga, I did not hit.
Nigga did not
like
hit
when we got done and I looked, I said,
That'd be it right there.
Hey yo,
you already know.
I ain't say, hey Drake, if you see this, bro, I was high. Okay, let it ride. But yeah, I fucked up. So I get what you said. But the thing about us, man, that's the beauty of it, man. It's the length of a blunt. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know if you indulge in cannabis, your mind kind of goes different places. And it's a free space, a safe space where you're just able to just get off whatever's coming on your mind. And it's worked for us for a long time. But I think we might have to change it and revamp it.
How so, if you don't mind sharing?
Man, we're so cannabis driven on YouTube. YouTube done demonetized us and dropped our views. So we gotta adapt.
Right.
Gotta adapt
with the times. Gotta change. You know what I'm saying?
With the times right now, it seems like they wouldn't even be tripping about that. But
man, they the only platform that is.
True shit.
You know what I'm saying? And you gotta, and you know, there's no other platform that's doing it the way they're doing it. So you gotta adapt. So, you know, we may revamp some things, but it's still gonna stay the same length. We're gonna try to, well, we're not gonna try, but we're gonna dial back on the cannabis. But for that, we got up to 100 episodes, a great fan base, solid fan base. So it was we started off with the phone, bro, during the pandemic.
What, like the phone interview?
Bro, iPhone,
Okay, fine. iPhone
IGTV.
Got you.
Play.
Right.
That's how we started, bro. No mics, no camera, no, you know what I mean? So to see it go from that to taking 100 people to Jamaica for a live show.
That's fire.
You know what I mean? Consistency.
Yeah, because we did our live pod at Peace Pipe. And that was different, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like a comedy show that we gotta keep them, you know, we had a DJ come, we had people to keep them engaged, going, you know what I'm saying? Because this is all cool, but it's different when you got people watching. They waiting. And the first one we did at Roseland, you know, that was sort of our first impromptu.
Shouts out to Roseland.
Yeah, shout out to them, man. We did our show there.
Just got some ink done from my boys.
We did a show there, and we tried to keep everybody quiet while we was filming. And then we looked back, we was like, bro, we should have just engaged the whole time, like had them laughing, talking.
Always include the people, even if people can't hear them.
Right.
You can always tell. You can repeat what they say and give your video audience that shit too.
That's a good point.
We gotta watch the subjects that we do, because that live pod we had with Iconic, man. We taking the mic. Well, I was taking the mic out there to, like, we were talking about relationships first of all. We had Iconic.
You know how people get about that.
Shout out to Iconic pod, man. And you know, he start talking about relationships and money and stuff. And we giving the mic to the girl, she don't want to give it back. No, that don't make. And I'm like, okay, maybe I should.
Which one?
Well, what do you mean?
Which one they want to get a mic back?
No, I ain't gonna say. Something.
No, it wasn't the girl. It wasn't.
It wasn't Iconic. They had their own crowd. I was taking the mic out to the crowd.
I'm about to say Lexington don't seem like that.
No, they was holding it down. It was the crowd, because they was so engaged.
Let them go. Get feisty.
We should just let them go at it.
Yeah.
Because they really kept the ball rolling. Though.
Beautiful content.
Beautiful content. Material.
No, absolutely. Talk about your bond. How did you and Drink meet?
Man, Drink is an older Aggie. He probably should have graduated a long time ago, but he got hit with life.
He went to Winston.
No, he went to A&T.
Damn, okay. That's okay.
He had some in and out of college time. So when I met him, he was a super senior when I was a freshman, and we just kind of bonded in school. Like, he was always my big bro, showed me love, and then graduate, you go different ways. And then Freestyle Funny came about, which is a comedy group actually that started this whole improv stand-up thing. You know what I'm saying? So Freestyle Funny was me, B Dot 102 Jams, Osama Bin Drinking 102 Jams, Chico Bean, Wildin' Out, Comedian Burpee. The five of us was the first improv stand-up group. So we would do a comedian improv game, comedian improv game, comedian improv game, 2-hour show.
Give us a game that y'all had.
Last Man Standing, a game where we would start with a sentence with one letter, and we got to keep that letter going. So let's just say the letter is D. right? So we keep the sentence going. Darren.
Door.
No, Darren Door.
Oh, what?
Yeah, make it make sense, right?
Yeah, no, it don't. Yeah, it should make sense, but yeah, it should be Darren Door. Keep going.
Hold on, I'm confused now. I thought I didn't say a word.
Drinks.
Oh, drinks. Okay.
No, what was your word?
Door.
Darren Door. What's your word?
Dairy.
Dairy.
It's got to be in a sentence.
Yeah.
Sentence.
Darren.
No, I got
Door.
you. I got
Dairy.
you. Let's run it back.
All right. We'll do another one. God.
Gives.
Grace.
God give. You gotta say what I say.
God give. Okay, go ahead. God gives.
God gives grace.
God gives grace. Grand.
I didn't put this on the fly.
God gives grace. Grand. Damn, what? I couldn't make it on Wild Now. It's over. I couldn't make it. I don't see how y'all did
gelato. What you could have said.
Gelato. Grace gelato.
Okay.
God gives grace. Yeah.
But that was one of our improv games. So that's kind of our thing. And we all formed in 2008 in the Greensboro Comedy Zone. We did a show once a month. And if you ever know anything about stand-up, it's so hard coming up with a 10-minute set every month.
Really?
Yeah, it takes like a year to get a good 10-minute set. It takes a year. And so we had to come up with one. We had to come up with a new 10-minute set every month. And we did Freestyle Funny for about 5-6 years.
Damn.
And I would like to say that I think the roots we learned from Freestyle Funny made us who we are today. That made Chico this star on Wild 'N Out to the point where he had enough to be like, yo, I got a guy named Big Baby, give him an audition. I get a shot. Everybody had a shot on Wild 'N Out. Burpee appeared on there, Dot appeared on there, me and Chico, and Drake was the last one we couldn't get on there because soon as when it was time for him to get on there, they kind of switched to the social media guys and all that other stuff. But he did have an audition, so we was like, we was adamant on getting the whole squad on there.
Thanks.
So that's how all the comedy started was us, man. And I'm telling y'all right now, we used to give tickets away to our show. Still 25 people in the place that sit 225 empty.
God.
You know what I'm saying? So to go from that to like, I've sold out Charlotte, DC, but it's amazing, man, because we used to beg people and people wouldn't even come for free.
Wow. What was the next step after that? Like, how did you grow that? Or did you grow, or y'all just had different ventures after that?
Nah, we grew. We started doing college shows because we're all college alum.
Facts. Okay, that's smart.
That was the easy play back.
One thing people don't know is that college have to have events.
Okay.
They have to have events.
Yeah.
Every college can't afford Kevin Hart, Ricky Smiley, these big names. So that's where you go to these NACA, these National Association for College Activities. You put your money up, you get a booth, and you advertise yourself. You know what I'm saying? So kids come to the table, say what's up, say, well, hey, nah, book us, give us a chance. And a lot of schools took a chance, and we won't get paid nothing back then. We was taking whatever, but that whatever made, and nobody talks more than college students.
Right. And it's a huge fan base.
Huge.
People right there.
Think about it. You go to a conference, and we're based in North Carolina. It's all the Southeast schools.
Yeah.
It's 150 colleges there.
Shit, in Greensboro alone, shit, is like 5.
Like I said, I think North Carolina has the biggest amount of HBCUs. Then in South Carolina might be out there.
Yeah, so we'll go to them conferences and it'd be 150 schools. We'll get like 25, 28 bookings out of it.
Wow.
And that's life changing.
Right. Then you got a tour list.
You got a tour. And that's honestly how I was able to quit my job. I got a college tour. I invested. I did one of them conferences, but I did it solo. And I got 30 bookings.
Wow.
Damn.
30 bookings. And that's when God was like, so what you gonna do? You gonna quit your job at Walgreens or you gonna do comedy?
I was gonna ask, you worked at Walgreens?
Yeah, I was a manager at Walgreens.
I know you was cutting.
I was a real pill pusher, baby.
Hey, I know you was saying some wild shit at Walgreens.
I was wild, bro. I don't even know. Like you could tell I was not supposed to be a manager at no fucking Walgreens,
right.
bro.
It's just giving off like he's supposed to be doing something else.
Hell no. But the good thing about it is I feel like if everybody in the world worked 1 year of retail, we'll be a better place.
Why you say that?
Man, retail humbled me, man. It humbles you. It make you appreciate like little things. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, for years, bruh, I didn't get Sunday football. I was working on Sundays. And my manager luckily was cool enough to let me work nights. So whenever I need to be off for a show, it was no problem. So I committed to working nights for years, bro.
That's crazy.
Like second shift, 2 to 10 every day. Wow. If I had a show, my whole management team would shift it for me because I agreed to work nights. So I missed birthdays, weddings, family functions,
everything
funerals,
between 2 and 10,
everything, bro. So I had people who were like still mad at me for years for picking what I had to do to chase my dream.
Wow.
You know what? That's.
Yes, sir. We back. You know how we do it every time.
The sound
And it goes.
crazy.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
DJ STERL.
What we talking about? Put us on your TV. Let me turn my headphones out. And it goes. And it goes. Yes, sir.
Time, man. We back, man. Sitting here with my dog STERL and a legend right here to my right, Darren Brand, big baby.
Don't forget Mac in the back.
Mac in the back.
Mac,
The
Mac
camera.
in the back.
Put your headphones
Man,
on.
put your yes. Look,
Mac is joining the audio experience today.
trusty, never dusty assistant, man. Appreciate it. Without
Y'all
you,
niggas
we'd
don't
fall
got a
apart.
Mac. You know what I'm saying?
We fall apart, man. Dog, right before we broke, man, we were talking about something, man. We had a conversation before this a few months, and I was just asking you about different stuff, whether like in the creative field, success, and working and whatnot. And you told me something that stuck with me, man.
You know what's crazy? I remember that convo.
Yeah, like that really. That's what made me start the pod. To be honest, I was like, "Yo, this is I can do this. I control this." Da 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 da. But you told me, excuse me if I'm paraphrasing wrong. You were like, you got to be selfish to be that successful. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to go deeper, so our listeners, our viewers, can kind of get a little taste of what that conversation was about.
First of all, everybody got something you're supposed to be doing, right? It's a dying thing in you, but only 10% of the world discover it. It's called passion.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? If everybody chased their passion, we wouldn't have people to work banks or work whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's so important that you don't play with it, because if you discover what it is, you have to do it. And the only thing that stops you from doing it is fear. So that's number one. So once you conquer fear, because the only thing that's stopping you from doing you is you.
Facts. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody uses an excuse.
just talking about that.
If I get this amount of money, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
Why? Once I figure this out, I'm gonna do it. What you waiting on? Because it's one thing that life taught us in the past couple of years. Life is short. It's not guaranteed. It can flip on you the heartbeat. They can shut down outside. Now what?
But niggas ain't think they was gonna shut down outside. They thought they was gonna shut down the internet first. Right. Nah, fuck it. We shut down outside. The internet will live.
When did that flip? When did that switch flip for you when you figured that out?
Man, I was battling God, bro. We was going back and forth, toe to toe. You know what I'm saying?
Good fight.
Good fight. Bro won.
Who was that wrestling? Who was that in the Bible wrestling with God? It was Jacob. Who was that?
I don't remember that story.
One of them.
We gonna ask Steve.
One of them. But I tell you what,
He probably lost.
I tell you what, when Darren got into it with him, I lost. You know what I'm saying? And to get into my selfish part, I was a manager at Walgreens, salary, set. You know what I mean? I come from here and wait till payday my whole life. Mom, can I get these shoes? Wait till payday. Mom, can I go to this trip? Wait till payday. So I worked hard, so I don't ever have to hear wait for payday. I've always been smart with my money. I've never bought no outlandish gift or lump sum on stuff. So God was like, hey, I want you to do comedy full time. And I was like, all right, I'll just drop the part time. He was like, I didn't say that. He said, I want you to do this full time. I said, all right, cool. I just removed myself, but I'll be on call during dead time so I can stay in the system and pick up hours if I got to. I ain't say that. I ain't say that. I said, I want you to do comedy full time. I said, all right, bet. That's cool. I'll just step away. How about the job get rid of your position? Now what you want to do?
And I
said, okay, all right. So now you want to swing. All right. So now it was like you either take a pay cut or you work as hard as you can where you at now with your pay cut, or you quit. And I was like, all right, well.
You work with the pay cut? Or you
I was
quit?
gonna work with the pay cut.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
stubborn.
You a wrestler.
I'm stubborn.
You a wrestler.
I'm stubborn, bro. Then God said, how about this? They offer you a service package to pay you for all the years back then if you decide to walk away with the company clean. So I got a service package, a crazy income, because that's when I had a job, income tax crazy then.
Thanks.
And a 25 college city tour. And that's how I quit.
Man, at least you left with a plan. Though.
Yeah, but that was God though. He was like, because I would have still been working today, like part time, twice a year, just keep me in the system.
Holidays.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But and it was the best decision I've ever made. And the thing about chasing your dream though, you become obsessed with it. And when you make passion your purpose, when your passion can start paying your bills, your passion now becomes more important than anything. Family, friends, all that play a role because you have this burning desire in you, this passion. And when passion becomes your purpose, everything falls under that. Like I love my son, I love my family, I love everybody, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I wouldn't be shit to them without stand up.
Right.
Because I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be whole. You know what I'm saying? And so in that time frame, I want to say 2015, I'm going to say 2010 to 2015, I think I was at Walgreens for 6 years straight, manager. I missed birthdays, funerals, weddings, you know, people who still haven't talked to me today because, one, I had to get the money. You know what I mean? Two, chasing your dream costs money. Nobody ever talks about that. It costs money. Nobody ever. They all like, oh, just chase your dream. No, because you got to pay for some shit.
Yeah, some flights. Unless you just happen to fucking live in Atlanta or LA your whole life.
Just you so happy. Exactly. I got on Wild 'N Out. Bean made a call. We had a show at the Comedy Zone in Charlotte. My audition was the next day at 2 p.m. We got done with the show at 10. We got on the road. We drove from Charlotte, North Carolina to DC. Stopped at my homegirl house, took a 4-hour nap, got back on the road, drove the rest of New York for a 15-minute audition.
Jeez.
Made the show, and it was like, hey, you're not in the budget. So
what?
We got to get your flight. How you going to figure your flight? I had to buy my flight, my own way to get there. Crashed in Chico and Dot room. I'm talking about side to side.
But hold on, at that time though, can you take me through your emotions? Was it like, okay, this is the easiest flight I ever paid for? Because like, yeah, I'm wilding out. Or was it like,
nah, brother, it was like, whoo, shit, well. Cause you know, hey, bro, back then, bro, a flight just cost a lot back then in your head, like $300 for a one way. You like, bro, oh my god, and that don't count where you stay, getting there, and but I knew if I made this sacrifice, it would change everything, and I didn't let finances stop me. You know what I'm saying? One thing I did was I got a credit card that I used for dream shit. I ain't use it for another dream card. Hey, can you get here to the show? Yep. Flight. Done. You know what I'm saying? I worry about it on the back end. But that's how I made sure I set myself up to never miss an opportunity. And so, you know, it causes you to be selfish, man, because you got to pick you. And I mean, you're going to be selfish for a long time. But eventually the people who matter, they'll come around. You know, and
because they understand, you think
you may lose some friends, you may lose some folks, and the only reason they are kind of upset or pissed with you because you're doing something that they couldn't find themselves doing. You had the balls to do it, and they didn't. That's the only reason why y'all. I mean, bro, I've been watching the pod, right? Y'all got families and bros and people. Yeah, they ain't posting it. They ain't sharing it. They didn't come to the live show, and you take notice of that. Y'all know who y'all biggest supporters are right now? People you don't even know.
Facts.
Strangers.
Yeah.
Hey man, keep going.
Yeah.
You never know who you touching. That'll make you selfish because people don't realize when you on that journey, bro, like that shit hurts your feelings.
Yeah. We talked about that
when your friends don't, and you like, bro, but you ain't even doing shit. You ain't gonna share my shit,
bro. When we first started,
you would share a picture of Rihanna pregnant.
And how much it costs to share a picture?
But you won't share. You won't share what I'm doing.
Right. A repost is.
And you know
2 seconds, right?
And that's those mental battles people don't talk about. That'll make you selfish. Always constantly spending money and not seeing it return. That'll make you selfish. But you know, if you be current, you be consistent, and you don't quit, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's a great point. Because I mean, when we first started the pod, we asked a lot of people. BRIL always told me we asked a lot of people to come on. Like
I told BRIL, I said, "Well, y'all get situated."
Yeah, I was about to say, I had to make sure we were straight and rocking before we reached out to you.
Right,
I had to make sure we good, man, because we were having some complications. But they were people who were, let's just say, less, you know, worldwide acclaimed than you. And I was tomorrow, I'm hitting them like, hey, pull up on the pod, and they like, okay. And, bro, that's the swerve.
Now we turning folks down.
You gonna go through that though.
But you know, it probably with 2 months. It was too much. Really, it was the quality because niggas ain't know that we were coming like this because we had some software issues, but we been had the cams. As soon as that quality hit up, hey man, let me come on the pod. It's like, oh nah, we got a list, man. Sorry, we got a list.
It's a journey, man. It's a journey, and I don't know if y'all petty like me, but I keep a list. I remember everybody who turned their back, ain't support. I mean, it's over the bed right now. Right if I go to sleep, mark it off. Fuck you, bitch.
Man, listen, we got like,
and I mean that in the most humblest way.
Straight up.
God, we got like 7-8 people that cancel. When you cancel, man, we don't write you all. We move you to the back of the list. The back of the list
getting longer.
That's the journey. That's the journey of this thing called passion and your dream. That shit ain't never like this. It's never. My first year doing comedy full time, I made more money than I did at Walgreens. So I was like,
fire.
Boom,
just from shows.
But then that next year, check to check, struggling.
What?
Ooh, oh wow.
Check to check, struggling. I remember one time a dude paid me $300 for a weekend show. and that 300 got me through the month, bro.
Wow.
Grown man.
Yeah.
This is coming from a grown man who had a salary job, but I quit and jumped out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's this, bro.
What does that look like on the comedian side of things? I guess it's sort of similar to artists, the way y'all get paid.
Right.
You know, I guess it's like a front end, like a securing it.
Man,
and
it's so many ways as a stand-up comedian, a host, you can get paid. You got college shows, which is guaranteed money. You know what I'm saying? You can charge anywhere from $2,500 to $10,000, $15,000 for a college show.
College
show.
Okay.
Did I not say college?
You said college? What is a college show?
I thought it said collard, like a collard show.
No, college. College show. Maybe it's me. I don't know. College. There we go.
I'm here.
So if you have like a whole semester of college shows, bro, you can come up
Good.
60, 70, 80,000 in the season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
we running that homecoming bag.
that's one way to get paid. Then you got comedy weekends where you get booked for a weekend where you kind of work out a door deal. If you sell out, you get bonuses.
Okay.
If you sell out over 50% of the weekend, you get more at the door.
Got you.
You on a comedy weekend, you sell out, you can walk away with 15, 20 grand on the weekend. Or you can walk away with a 35, 5,000, which is still good money, 5,000 in 2 days.
Can't beat it.
You know what I'm saying? And then there's tour shows where you get paid the same amount no matter who come. You know what I'm saying? You can go on a 30-city tour. Your cut could be $8,500 a show. 30 times 85 in 3 months. You got TV deals. You get paid per episode. If you got enough followers, social media platform, people pay you for advertising. That could be, hey man, I pay you $2,500 to just, you know, promote our whatever's going on. So there's plenty of ways to maneuver good money.
Let me talk about that real quick. I know BRIL pulling up questions. He got a Rolodex of questions. But mine just popping up right now. McDonald's.
Yeah.
You had a
McDonald's commercial.
And
talk about that. How you got
crazy.
it, what that looks like. Talk about
It was my 5th season on Wildin' Out. You know how I got that commercial, bro? They went through all our tweets. The whole cast and anybody who ever talked bad about McDonald's was exited out.
Wow.
That's tough right there, boy. They go through
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so luckily I was one of the ones who didn't have anything. Because first of all, I will never shame
McDonald's.
what McDonald's has done for me.
Come on.
Okay, I don't know why we done got beside ourselves. We done got too healthy and we frowned upon it. At one point, McDonald's saved your life.
Best fries in the nation.
Don't you ever turn your back on McDonald's. There was a time you was leaving the club, you was drunk as shit, about to throw up. The car moving and that double cheeseburger greasy with that sweet tea brought you right back to
That
life.
sweet tea. And it tastes good the next morning.
Come
Sweet
on
tea
now.
still be good.
You know how many times I done threw a 5 on the counter and came away with 2 double cheeseburgers, a large fry sweet tea, and 2 apple pies?
Can't do that no more though.
Can't do it no more.
Can't do it no more.
Up that price now.
And so they went through the tweets, man. They casted me and Justina. McDonald's was like the first big like check I ever got for a commercial. Like I think they paid me like might have been $15,000 for the day.
Okay.
And
Damn.
I was just like,
Drop the bomb on them.
I was like, commercials pay like this,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And what it required from you to do? Was it anything strenuous?
Nah, bro, just
Easy work.
saying the same line 40,000 times.
Right.
That's about it. You know, this close shot, wide shot, close shot, your face, her reaction. That's about it. It's a strenuous thing, but that opened my eyes. Like I got 3 syndicated commercials. I got McDonald's, I got Target, I got Sonic,
Nice.
and I got Kraft Cheese.
Big companies.
Yeah, bro.
Drop
So
the bomb on all of them.
yeah, bro.
Big companies.
So, you know, that commercial lane, you know, I'm a heavy guy, but I'm easy on the eyes. Don't look threatening. Jolly. You know what I'm saying? So they moved it and like, man, what's the biggest check I ever got? Target paid me $90.
Jesus Christ. Hold up.
Yeah.
We about to leave me.
Sonic paid $45.
What do you do? Okay, you said that your first big check was the McDonald's one, right?
Yeah.
So what did you already have like you know, loosely bread around that point? Like what did you do?
I was straight. I was okay.
So it wasn't a time where you were like, fuck it, I'm about to just goddamn.
I'm a do it.
I'm about to do it. Fuck it.
Man, listen, bro. I was making money off college shows and all that stuff. So I had got to that point where I was like, I'm gonna just do it. You know what I'm saying? But to get paid $15,000 a day, that's at that time was like unheard of. Like,
Yeah.
Word. The fuck? Like,
So you didn't blow it. You were smart.
I ain't blow it because I have this fear.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait till payday.
Wait to payday.
And most black men who got money, we have this fear. You gonna wake up one day and your account gonna be swiped.
Gone.
You know what I'm saying?
Scammers got it.
They got
Yeah,
it,
bro.
boy.
So
Got
you know,
me.
I've just, and I thank God that I'm not like that because when COVID hit, That saved me.
Yeah.
I closed my house during COVID, so that saved me. You know what I mean? I just thank God I wasn't one of the people who just kept buying shit, and because like most people, bro, we kind of count money early.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When COVID hit, January, February, man, I think I had like 15 bookings on the table. One at Duke. Like Duke was cutting me a check. I was booked at Virginia Tech. Like I was booked to some big schools.
Yeah.
And then when I never forget it, March 14th, when they started shutting it down, each school just called like every other day, hey,
right,
we're gonna reschedule. And I just saw money just leave. And I still had, and I've always saved enough money because I'm an entrepreneur that if something ever happens, I can go a full year living my same lifestyle and not missing the beat. Now after a year, I might have to start touching some emergency funds and panicking, get back in the street, sell little drugs. But, but you know what I'm saying? Little street money, you know what I mean? But I've always made myself, like when I got that personal goal of money I wanted, I've always put money up because just my upbringing and then COVID was really an eye-opener. So I don't ever want to be in a position where I can't do what I want to do financially.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Man, that's a lot, man. You just said a lot just now, man.
I'm still on that 90, that 15, and 45.
Bro,
what you say, clip. That's all I was thinking. Like, damn, that was good. That was good. Damn, that was good.
Yeah, bro. That commercial, man. And
let's zoom out a little bit, man. Let's zoom out and talk about, the full comedian space, man. I want to. These are maybe a little cliche, as they might call it, questions, but I'm curious to know. So, and this is just stand up, right?
It's just stand up.
Give me your top 5 just stand up, not including movies, just on
of
the
all
stage.
time.
Let's bring it 1990 and after.
Man, for me, that's all time. I was comprehending.
Okay.
I was comprehending comedy in 90.
Okay.
For me,
okay, for you,
personal.
You gotta say that,
You
bro.
gotta say that nowadays.
People, if you don't say one of the goats, and I'm talking about for comedians who touched me. Number 1, Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Fire.
Love Jamie Foxx.
People do not say his name in the singer, in the
For
comedian,
me,
anything. Yeah.
Number 1 is Jamie Foxx. My favorite stand-up special of all time is I Might Need Security. When he was talking about how big the flies was in Africa, when he was talking about picking on Mike Tyson and he ran into Mike Tyson.
Shit,
when he was talking about before J-Lo was J-Lo, she was hey ho. Like all I mean, bro, just his oh my God, bro. I could watch that today and still get chills. Jamie Foxx. Number 2, Cedric the Entertainer. Bigger guy, smooth. I model my whole swag on stage off Cedric. The whole
you're new.
Yeah.
So
Southside said
that joke when he was, I think it was King's Comedy. He was talking about backing.
Oh my God, such a simple joke.
Kill me, but it,
and then
like
you turn that motherfucker. Such a simple joke, bro.
Yeah.
Like
it's
the whole why brothers don't ice skate.
Yeah, that shit, man.
A simple joke.
Right.
Cedric, top 5 for me.
Guess 5.
Number 3, I'm gonna go Sinbad. A lot of people, a lot of people have not tapped into Sinbad stand up. Sinbad is one of the funniest stand up special I've ever watched with no cussing.
What? So was it one of his older ones? He dropped some.
Yeah, he dropped one recently. Yeah, but one of his older ones. And even that recent one was funny when he was talking about getting old and how what hurts and you don't know what it is. Oh my God, Sinbad 4.
So we got Jamie, Cedric,
Sinbad. That's my top 3.
Boom.
If I have to go, man, it's a great top 3. That 4 and 5, bro. It's a run because I'm a fan of Comic View. So
it's a lot of those.
It's a lot of those who never made it here. Yeah. But to me, Ronnie Jordan. Okay. Oh my God. I mean, I've never seen him do the same set. He's one of my goats. I open up for him all the time. That's my dog. Even like doing shows with him, I'd be like, I still to this day, I still be like, I can't believe I'm doing shows with Ronnie Jordan.
That's fire.
You know what I'm saying? And then, shit, man. That early Kevin Hart to this day still a dog. But that early Kevin Hart,
it was different, boy.
I think the same thing.
Coming in at 5'4", bro, he just tearing shit down, boy.
That nigga sat on that stool and was like, look at this. How can I be hard? His feet were swinging. I'm talking about, man, and you know, this was crazy. When I was at A&T, I was vice president my last year of external affairs. I was in charge of homecoming and Aggie Fest. I brought Kevin Hart to my spring comedy show because I was such a fan.
That's fire.
And when I tell y'all, he went out there and told that bitch, and like that's another thing. I was like, man, I gotta do that.
Was you into comedy then?
Yeah, but I didn't know I could do it.
Okay, so you just
I've always wanted to be a comedian, but I thought you had to be
on TV type shit,
famous, big time to do it. I've wanted to be a comedian since like Def Comedy Jam. Watching it when I wasn't supposed to,
right?
You know, on the late night tip, like you in the back room.
Right, just got it
hit
on.
last, go to sleep before somebody walk in on you.
Right.
Like I've always, you know, Martin Lawrence Last Amendment Standing, Bad Boys of Comedy, Def Comedy Jam, BT Comedy Review. I've had dreams and visions of being on these. I've always wanted to stand. And then it's just a whole list of dogs of people out here who's a beast. K-Dub from Atlanta, Tyler Chronicles, my dog, killer on stage. Osama Been Drinking, the whole 85 dogs. My whole camp, Bert, everybody, we dogs. Man, that's the comedy's in good hands.
I gotta
Comedy's
see
in
Drink
good
on
hands.
stage, bro.
Oh my
I gotta
God.
see Drink on stage, bro.
My dog Bank Shot. It's some dogs out here,
Bank
bro.
Shot.
Yeah, he in Atlanta.
Yeah, the whole
Janaya and shit.
The whole Ha Mafia, Nav Green, Erica Duchess, Dog, Randy Sky. I'm just trying to give everybody their flowers right now who I know is dogs on stage. I feel like I'm missing somebody from Ha Mafia. I ain't really had a chance with Lil Duval leading us. You know what I'm saying? My OG D-Ray, Ricky Smiley, Mojo Brooks from Chicago. That's my dog. He a dog on stage. Moneybag, Black Ron. Oh my God, dog. These are all people like, if there was a way I could guarantee y'all saw them, I would make sure. Cause this, man, comedy's in good hands, bro.
Good hands.
That's a fire top 5 list because it's not your
and
cliche
it's different
people.
too, man.
It's different. And now don't get me wrong. To me, the greatest comedian of all time is Dave Chappelle.
Okay, that's your goal.
Because he touched those topics that it's like,
Not even about the topics, dog.
What is
like,
it? Just
he
pure
has
funny?
no fear.
No fear.
That's facts.
And when you can literally be on stage with no fear, you can't be touched.
Can't be touched.
Think about it. Kevin Hart, Tony Rock and all that, they can't do what Dave do.
Oh, no.
Because Dave lives in no fear.
Right.
My boy said the queers be in the back like, so what is everybody doing? Like, who's brave enough to do that joke?
Right,
Bro,
right.
And it was actually funny, bro. It was actually, because I seen some comedians kind of go that edgy route where they talking about it and it not
ain't
land.
funny.
And people don't even care enough to cancel them because it's just not funny
enough.
When he said the old stand-up, that girl said, just because I'm dressed like this does not make me a whore. You know, he said she had to turn her neck, her titties was popping up. And then he was like, so what if I'm out and, you know, you getting beat and somebody got a gun to your head and somebody who walk up dressed like a cop.
Sheesh.
And you look at the cop, be like, help. He be like, just because I'm dressed this way. And I'm like, I'm sitting here like at 12 years old, like,
this is your
Genius idea.
The joke he did with I kick you in the pussy, right?
Yeah.
And he said, I'm going to do a callback to this. Y'all going to forget.
Bro, that shit was crazy.
You're going to forget, and I'm going to do a callback to this, and it's going to make sense, and I'm going to be the greatest comedian ever. So as a comic who's studying, I'm like, man, whatever. Nigga. All right, cool. And then when he brought it back as a callback, I ain't watched Dave Chappelle. I ain't watched Dave Chappelle for like 6 months.
That shit was fun. That was like 2 specials ago.
Yeah.
That was on Netflix. I remember
I didn't watch him. Dave Chappelle is one of the people who I will not watch until everything dies down so I can study it.
Okay.
I don't want no influence. And he's one of the people that's so good, you be like, I'm not that good.
What are you studying when you watch somebody like Dave Chappelle? Like what are you watching? Like what are you
mannerisms? I'm thinking like maybe the time you take in between what you're saying, the pacing of your sentences.
I'm watching their confidence.
Right.
I'm watching how when a comedian come up, everything's edge. And then what y'all don't see is after 10 minutes,
relaxing too.
Shoulders drop.
Okay.
Energy, you know what I'm saying? He has control now.
Right.
So now you're holding on to every single word. Is he walking across the whole stage? Is he staying center?
Right.
Is he making eye contact? Is he letting little small distractions?
Right.
And you watch Dave Chappelle, he'll address them. Ooh, that cough. Shut the fuck up, ma'am. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm watching all that shit. I'm watching the confidence. I'm watching, you know, Kevin Hart has been doing the same, and it still works. Like, once you have that, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching all that. I'm not an in-depth comic. I'm in-depth. I'm not like politics and, you know, they're killing us. And I'm not that kind of comic.
Right.
My shit is fun.
Right.
let's just remember the good times and have fun.
And even the stuff that you, that's what I used to admire too. Aside from y'all being funny, and it's reflective in like the green screens you do. Like the subject matter that you and Drake would go on last few hits. I'm like, how did we end up talking about it?
How did we get here?
It needed to be talked about.
Right.
Like we was talking about what was that episode, bro? It was something about we pulled up the image of the cow and we were trying to find what part of the cow. We were arguing about some part of the cow.
Yeah.
Like it's the brisket. What part?
Do you know what part of the brisket is?
And it's like, shit, I ain't never thought about that. But what part is the fucking brisket?
Yeah, we just be eating shit. We just be eating shit.
We do.
Bro, it just
do.
Like Drake has a joke that said, who was the first person to ever look at the cow and be like, get the tail?
Yeah, see,
like eating oxtails. Think about it. That's mad wild, bro. Like we're literally eating the thing that moves out the way when they shit. Like that's insane.
Yeah, we'll literally eat the shit. The chitlins.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll literally eat that.
And that's comedy, bro.
Yeah.
It's the simple shit. Like me and Drake got to a full-fledged argument, and I can ask y'all, what is the better game growing up, kickball or dodgeball? Go.
I seen that. Dodgeball.
Dodgeball was more fun because you got to hit people. Kickball, I would say, is more universal.
All right, so which way? If you say you back in the day,
you know what?
Your gym teacher give you a chance to play. What you playing?
Y'all are right, but it depends on the ball.
Depends on the ball.
Because if it's small enough for you to where it cat that,
well, you can goddamn.
If you throw that ball in it, when it come back, boy,
you know what I'm saying?
Face shot.
But people don't realize kickball has dodgeball in it. When you're running from a base,
right? You gotta
that stretch. That's the one of the scariest stretches in the world, bro. Because you don't want to be running. That ball hit that leg and you hit that tumble, or a headshot,
right?
And that ball make that noise. Bang!
Yeah, that ball is relentless.
You know what I'm saying?
That material they used to have on that shit, put an imprint on the side of your face,
bro. These are just common things, like that, you know. And it takes you back. Like there was nothing better than dodgeball. Like when it's just you versus another person. It's 1-on-1,
and it's crazy. We just played,
and the hips is involved. You hip with it. You TikTok hip like you know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing worse than when they throw it and you think it's low and you jump and he's like, oh
and
shit,
I can't clear it. I can't clear it. I can't clear it.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's over with.
Yeah, man.
That's a good argument to have, man. Well, we just played for Kayla's adult field day. So we playing all the old school games, man. We
Way too old for that shit.
We played dodgeball, but we killed though.
How old are y'all?
27.
Yeah, y'all got about 4-5 more years, bro.
It's over with.
Brad, when you hit 30, bro, it's different.
It just
it changes quick.
You wake up in the morning.
You like, what the fuck is going on? Like, am I breathing changing? Like for real, bro. I'm telling you.
Man, hey, so let's talk about something that a lot of people who don't know you
playing dodgeball. That's how I know y'all niggas in y'all 20s.
Yeah, we out there killing too.
Man, I'm trying to be. That's the 2-5 shit. I'm trying to stay an athlete for as long as I can, bro.
You can.
It's bad because now I'm the old nigga at the basketball court. It's not funny.
Yes,
that shit. I was looking around like these some little ass niggas, bro, and I'm not.
And they don't lift no weights. All band work. They jumping over you and shit.
But they won't even. Thank God, I still got a little bounce left. But it was the quickness. They hit me, these heavy shits. Boy, they hit one of these. He couldn't have been no more than 6'17". He was probably my height, but he was skinny. So I was bodying him, getting rebounds over him, making him feel like a little And he came down one time, hit me with I was like, oh shit!
And quick
I was like,
quick twitch muscles.
The athletes today, y'all were better than us. And these younger guys are better than y'all.
Definitely.
And these niggas are tall, bro.
Yes.
Like they
build different. Like
think about it. My era, we was taught to lift weights, get strong. Y'all kind of knew body maintenance. They don't touch no weights.
Yeah,
all band work.
Yeah,
all band work. They don't put no weights. Balancing. These little motherfuckers doing yoga and shit. The grown man won't even think about yoga back then. These motherfuckers, let me get my center.
Right, stand on that ball.
You know what I'm saying?
That shit different, man. Let's talk about Wildin' Out and your experience on Wildin' Out. Man.
Yeah.
So you get that call, man. You go there, you audition.
Life changing.
15 minutes. And what happens after that? We don't know. None of us will have that fortune to get up Wildin' Out. What happens
after you get past your audition, man? They give you a call. Somebody from the travel team, get your information, fly in, and then when you get to Wildin' Out, you got rehearsals.
Okay.
So when you make it, you still don't make it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because you get to come to rehearsals, but rehearsals is where they kind of weed out who's good, who's bad.
Oh shit. Okay.
And then that's when they figure out like, okay, well, you only gonna get 10 episodes. You probably gonna get 2. You gonna get 3.
And you get chosen for different segments too. Like you gonna go on this segment. You
on this episode, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And we find out about our episodes the night before.
Oh shit.
So rehearsals may be a week where we're just trying out new games, trying out new improv situations, whatever we want to do.
Okay.
And then like about a week later, it starts. You know what I'm saying? So, hey guys, check your emails. You'll know. So you get home by 11:30. It's like when you made the team. You're
right.
Like,
You waiting to see if you made it.
Hold on.
All right.
Yeah, I made it. I'm on 2 episodes tomorrow, baby.
Good,
you know what I'm saying?
good.
And so it's like, it's real high schoolish, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? And when I made Wildin' Out, luckily, like you had to be talented. Like you had to, and it was cutthroat.
Oh, you mean like jokes? The jokes were
Oh, not the jokes. Like if you weren't good, they'll send you home because it's budget.
Shit. Yeah, it's budget.
Everything was budget when we first came out, bro. There's so many people. In my first 6 seasons, I saw so many people come and go during a season.
Wow.
Because if they can free up the budget, think about it, they're paying for all these people food.
Yeah, we don't got to.
All these people rooms, all these people flights, and if you're not producing, why would they continue to pay $300, $400 a night for your room?
That's facts.
Save that, send him home.
Right.
That's how I got my own room my first season.
Oh shit.
My first season, I stayed with Chico one like 4 or 5 days and Dot 4 or 5 days. And then when they cut a dude named Hunter. I never forget it. White dude, cut him.
Damn. Yeah. Was he decent? Or
He was okay. He just didn't have that stage presence. Wildin' Out shot live.
Facts.
Right.
So if you ain't bringing it live,
and you out of there.
and then you come from the phone where you used to edits, it's tough.
Yeah.
So back then, bro, if you stuttered on stage,
they on your ass.
Oh, what?
That's the
Damn.
My first season, bro, they sent home 4 people.
Wow.
4 in the middle of the season.
And who's making these cuts?
Producers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, bro. So you never feel comfortable. You know, you're back against the wall. And then there's the aspect of getting paid. You got to get through your first couple of seasons so then you can negotiate getting paid. So Wildin' Out, man, it forever changed my life, but it's a tough environment when you just want to I just want to, come on, let's do this shit.
Right.
There's so much politics to come into it, but man.
I know Nick don't like that. Not like it, but he try to probably wash his hands of it.
He don't deal with none of it.
He like, man, listen, I don't know you gotta talk to him, man. I don't know.
Hey.
What's it like working with
Nick? You gotta have them talking that. I ain't. But that's my dog, man. Like there was times my second season where, you know, I showed out and, you know, I had certain producers tell me like, nah, Nick said put Darren on this episode. You're doing a good job.
That's fire.
So I'm forever grateful. Very competitive. And then like even when I got let go, it was like for no reason. Like they just called, we're going a different direction. And thank God I believed in myself and I have faith because I think the average person, man, that would have tore him down. Because I honestly felt like I had done enough work where I was going to be on Wildin' Out till the last episode.
Yeah, made that much of a.
I thought I would, man. Yeah, man, because people like I wasn't never just a guy on the show.
Right,
I made a name for myself. They knew I was Big Baby. I played all the games. You could be on the episode. You know, it's shot live 2 hours, but it's cut to 21 minutes.
Yeah.
So I always got a chance to get my joke off, and that's all I wanted per episode. Like, let's let my joke get on TV, and I'm good. But man, there's people who made the show, and they had watch parties. Invited all their families out,
and they ain't get
they joke ain't get aired.
Tough.
So it's tough, man.
That's got to be crazy.
Man, it's about 4 or 5 cast members who did that. I'm talking about had to block out. Not one of your jokes get aired. That's why you got to be careful a little bit. Like, hey, the end of my shit it's on there. Okay, cool. Just think what that does to you as a talent.
Yeah,
make you feel like you ain't that talent.
Yeah, man. And before you go to the next question, I want people to understand how hard Wildin' Out is, right?
Yeah, that's what I want.
That's my next question.
So think about it. A 2-hour show cut to 21 minutes for TV.
Jesus.
Every show, who gonna get a joke off? Nick, the guest.
Yep.
Now let's run down the greats. Chico.
DC getting a joke off. He getting
Chico,
3. DC getting 3.
Carlos, Justina, Conceited, Hitman, Clips. Maddie, new girl, she's killing.
Conceited might end the whole fucking battle round. He just
Big Mac, Bobby J. You know what I'm saying? These are people who do this. So you got to hope your joke
somehow intertwine,
somehow get in between that shit.
So is it ever a period of time where it's like, Well, all right, so I know I gotta go at somebody next. So I got a list of. I'm about to just go at Justine.
Yeah, bro. Everybody got a list. Everybody got a list. Yeah, when them Wild Styles come on, and like I said, you know who you got before the show. You know where you at. So you look on the other team like, oh, let me go ahead and get some raps ready for these motherfuckers because the bars gonna be fire.
You killed them.
But then you got to get over there and perform it.
Yeah.
You can rap, you can write it good, but did you perform it in a manner where it made sense?
It's like if you stutter, boy, the whole shit is ruined. Your joke is ruined.
If you stutter,
and they gon' fry,
and they like, oh, that ain't it.
It don't hit this hand.
And then if you don't hit them, and you go to somebody like DC or Justina, and you give them a chance to come back, it's over for you.
It's 21-minute show. That's 4 minutes right there of their comeback.
And the good thing about me, I was always a team player. So Clips would come up to me like, man, I'm gonna come at you about some shit. I'm like, go ahead. Because at the same time, if you roasted me, Clips, I'm still getting TV time.
Yeah.
So I always saw the bigger picture. Roast me, talk about me, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
We both getting shine though.
Facts.
And even if you roast me, like, I'm gonna take it where I'm gonna make a face. People gonna be like, oh, I'm like, like I'm gonna fight. It's gonna be something that's entertaining.
Right.
So I've always understood the big picture. Shouts out Wildin' Out.
Yeah. Who's your favorite cast member to work with on Wildin' Out? If you had one. I don't want to, they might, I thought that was your favorite.
My favorite cast member, man, I think the greatest cast member of all time is Chico Bean.
I was about to say that. You can't say Chico because we know that's different.
Not even different. I can always separate my brother. That's my dog. Like, we don't, the love we have for each other, that doesn't affect. Like, if I said somebody else, he wouldn't trip. But you want to talk about somebody who knows every game, who's prepared, who's almost touched every single song in some way that Wildin' Out has ever done.
Facts.
He's the greatest Wildin' Out cast member of all time.
Air horns for that.
Air horns.
And to make it as a walk on.
You made it as you said that. Yeah, damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
And from North Carolina too, right?
He's from DC.
He's from DC,
but he went to Winston.
He went to Winston.
That's what I'm getting.
So to me, that's just overall. But my favorite cast members. Shit, Tyler Chronicles, we gonna smoke 20 blunts on set. You know what I mean? That's my dog.
And I like his brand, not to cut you off, I'm sorry, but I like his brand of funny. Like people like not Tyler Craig, but what's his name? Deion Cole. Clayton, he's like that, but niggas who just talk. Yeah. And they just funny as shit, just talking. Like they don't have no inflection. They just
Bobby J, my dog, on Wildin' Out. Person. Of course, the OGs, everybody I have been with, you know what I mean? Shouts out my dog Matt Rife, who done blew up out of nowhere. We came into Wildin' Out together. He's always been a stand-up guy as far as comedy. There was a white girl early in my days. Her name was Lauren. I forgot her last name, but when I made Wildin' Out, she was Maddie before Maddie, like the white girl who's on now. Yeah, dogs. I would love to have seen Maddie versus Lauren. Lauren was one of the coldest Wildin' Out cast members who she the one who told DC like a roach in the middle of your head. I don't know if y'all ever remember that clip back in the day.
Yeah, that shit went crazy.
Oh my God, she's the only white girl who constantly shut Wildin' Out down. And she was a...
We back. And it goes. Know what it is.
DJ STERL.
Those are the most gunshots I've ever heard on the podcast.
I be fucking with that shit too.
Bro, that's how I can tell, bro. You a big kid, bro. You done hit that shit 6 unnecessarily times.
Mama. I done got it to a science. I know when it end to hit this one. Watch me.
You gotta let them shits load up. You ain't even let the clip in. You just got that.
Oh yeah,
I got the timing down now, so I'm good.
Bro, I was about to. Yeah, I still got to do that. Surprise you. One of these pods, I'm gonna just all Kanye sounds.
This gonna be what the hell?
Touching shit.
Right. I need to add some more sounds. We got the. When we run that back, we got. But
that's the one we gonna take out. We gonna take out. We can move them crickets. You do not have the answer.
We still got that.
Do not give me any advice.
We still got
all of these are gonna be a different sentiment of Kanye. It's gonna a happy one, a sad one, a pissed off one, a confused one.
That's tough.
The many faces of Ye.
I understand, Gago. What the fuck does you know about cameras and type shit? But anyway, if we back up here, we back. Time man. Here with the legend. Here with the legend, man. So last few hits, we know, Stranger to Cannabis, man. Some of the funniest people I know are the funniest when we're actually passing the blunt. That's when you get that uncontrollable laughter. You get
that sounds a tad bit racist, but I let it ride.
Why you say it's racist?
Some of my funniest friends smoke weed. Some of my closest friends smoke.
One of them is white, half white. It's just funny as shit.
One of them would be like, I got a black friend.
Yeah, man. You know, people put pothead smokers in the category.
In the category,
it was frowned upon years ago. It's still frowned upon a little bit.
As long as you functionable, we're talking about that. You know what I'm saying? If you functionable, you're good. They don't even call you a pothead. But if you don't do shit but smoke,
right,
then you consider a pothead.
Man, I think Wiz done a lot of good for that, man. So it's more mainstream a little bit. That Wiz shit, I thought Taylor Gang was a set. Like, niggas was really banging Taylor Gang in high school, man. Kind of
Taylor's, man.
Hey, nigga, what? So yeah, man. When did you start smoking, man? Tell me what was your whole experience, man?
Man, I ain't started smoking until I could afford it.
Oh, yeah.
Straight up.
So let's just throw that shit out.
So you weren't smoking mid back in the day?
Nah, I ain't have a chance to jump on mid and Reggie, man. When I came in, Loud had just touched on the scene.
Oh shit!
Like I said, I went to T, man, so I was big on drinking. You know what I mean? Party school. You know what I mean? Wasn't really in the weed like that till I got older, bro. And you know, y'all will get there, but the more you drink, bro, the more it'll take a toll on you, bro.
Yeah.
Recovery time not the same.
Ain't it, bro?
You know what I mean? And I don't make good decisions off liquor, bro. Like it is liquid courage for real. So I had to find a substitute, and I just enjoyed cannabis. So I started smoking in 08. I was probably 24, 25. Man, cannabis, you know, calms you down. You know, you don't react as much. You know, you make better decisions, I think, and it was perfect for me at that time. Cause I was on that liquor, boy. That liquor, you know, every fella in here know you done made a tough decision on some liquor you shouldn't have.
Send a bad text.
A whole bunch of, you know what? Fuck it.
Trying to strike shit. What y'all say? Trying to strike shit.
Trying to strike shit.
Yeah, bro. That, you know, but I like how cannabis makes me feel. You know who introduced me to cannabis? A chick I was dating. You know
really?
What I'm saying? She was.
A shorty put you on.
Yes. Women, now that's a different vibe.
That's crazy. Yes, bro. She was a model, 6 feet, gorgeous, gorgeous. But she could roll a blunt in 0.4. You hear me? Pearl, pretty. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we grown. I'm gonna keep it real. First time you smoking fuck, that'll change your whole lifestyle.
Hey. I wasn't doing this before.
You ever think you perform for real? Smoke a blunt and perform. All-star status.
LeBron.
It got to the point where, like, if I kick it with a chick, I had to smoke first. You ready? Hold on, let me roll up something.
You ready?
You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say I was fiended out, but it helped.
But it put you in a different mindset. Like,
it feel a little bit better when you're high. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're like, girl, I love you.
You get caught up in a moment fast.
Yeah.
But, hey.
And just like anything else you get put on, it's a dope woman who put you on. You know what I'm saying? Sister put me on. She, you know, she was a big smoker, and I was like, you smoke? Oh my God. And then she was like, why don't you just try it? And we tried it. You know, I was going through stuff with family, bro. And you know, that inhale the good shit, exhale the bullshit is real.
You're like, man, fuck that. It'll be all right.
It'll be all right. Yeah, bro. You know, chasing your dreams, bro, smoking help a lot because, you know, you'll develop anxiety about, you know, when, like we talk about being on your path, bro, you spend all this time looking left or right, bro. You know, that weed will harness you back on your path. Cause you know, if you chasing your dream and you continue looking left or right, bro, you'll never get there. Comparing yourself to your peers and, you know, questioning yourself, damn, why they there and I'm not? I'm working harder than them. I'm doing more than them. And that weed to keep you centered. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it's helped me. I'm very involved in cannabis. I got my own strain in Vegas. Shouts out G5 Cultivation.
That's what's up.
Big Baby Bud. I'm 3 years in. Probably done produced over 70 pounds of marijuana on my strain throughout the Vegas area. I have my own edible line, Big Baby Treats. We ship privately, you know what I mean? So very involved in the culture, man. My ultimate goal with cannabis one day is to open a dispensary when Carolina gets his shit together.
Right.
And I want to hire felons who've been wrongly convicted. Because if there's anybody know how to flip and get some street weed off, it's the guys who got in trouble for it when they shouldn't have.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? So that's my personal goal. And being that I'm tied to LA, I'm tied to Vegas, and I'm already have a legal license, I think I would have a head start when it does get legal. Because it's coming. It's on its way.
Imagine pairing that with the comedy show, bro. You get your T-shirts, Bud, boy, they coming in there dying.
Hit that Oprah shit.
Yeah.
Everybody check under your seats. We got Big Baby.
You gotta roll that shit up
right now. We love this. Whole crowd.
Standing ovation.
Crazy.
Standing ovation.
Rolling up. That'd be fucking wild. Right
check out these seats for the 8th. That's crazy.
I'm telling you.
That's crazy.
Free seats come with the 8th?
I'm a big advocate for cannabis, man. You know what I mean? Once people do a little bit more research, if you think about it, right? Our body already comes with a system prepared to take on cannabis.
Okay, explain
You know
that.
what I'm
Explain that.
saying? Like, you know how you got your vascular system?
Yeah.
There's already a system in this for us for cannabinoids. So that's why when you smoke, you get a reaction. That's why you relax your body. It's already a system built in for it. It's a natural plant. It's not a system in us built for liquor.
It's not.
That's why liquor makes you rage and do all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? As liquor's man-made.
Yeah.
Right.
Cannabis is from the earth. You could take a seed. You could take a seed right now, grow it, and in 7 months you got a quarter.
Yeah, a quarter.
And that's just natural water,
Sunlight, yeah.
you know what I'm
All
saying?
the
So
shit they taught you in school.
yeah,
You
man.
Go plant in the bag.
you know, think about all the people. You know, my grandfather, God rest his soul, passed away in cancer. And the only thing that made him happy them last 2-3 years, they gave him 6 months. But he smoked cannabis and he pushed for 3 more.
That shit probably took all the stress out of it. Like, man, fuck this guy.
You know what I'm
Fuck it.
saying?
Cool
So
him right down.
I make better decisions on cannabis. I'm very creative on cannabis, and I'm a functioning smoker. So I'm not like not taking care of my family or my son, or not picking up or doing what I got to do. So for me, it works.
Right.
I can't say it's the same for everybody.
For me, I'm that complete opposite. Not complete opposite, but like I'm not like same thing with the camera stuff when I was recording. I don't want to do that and be productive because this is such a stress reliever. Man, when I'm done with my work, that's like a victory, boy. You take a shower, got food.
You got that blunt too.
Yeah, and you can feel the day leaving.
Bro, what? Just
Yeah.
all the stress. You like, you know what? Tomorrow's gonna be good. We can get that done. I'm good. Man.
Right.
Life is
Good,
straight.
man.
I'm so blessed. You get in there.
But
feel
I'm like
good.
that all the time.
Oh yeah, facts.
Yeah, so you know, before I came in here, I was like, "That what it say? 3? Oh, 2:45. Let me get
You got a little extra time.
Let me get one more lit in real quick."
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of cannabis, man, talk about All Deaf and your relationship with them, man.
Man, shouts out to Cedric, man. Aggie alum. He now owns part owner of All Deaf Cannabis. I mean, All Deaf. Period.
I hear that. That's
that's
fine.
All Deaf Cannabis. All Deaf the channel. All Deaf comedy. All Deaf Latino. All Deaf women. So they got all that, and they reached out during the pandemic, man. When want nothing in motion, and he was like, "Hey, bro, I got this. You know, I took over All Deaf. We want to do a cannabis channel. I want to bring you on there for some content." And he was like, "Man, I'll pay you for it." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Man, I've been doing last year hits on the phone on IGTV for free."
Right.
He was like, "Nah, man, it's legit." And changed everything, man. I was able to fly out there. I was on a lot of the other All Deaf stuff they had going on. I met to hear, jumped on Wording with Friends. Got on Kev on Stage platform, did Hanging with the Homies.
That's what's up.
And so just tapped in with a lot of them LA folks, man. R.I.P. Teddy Ray, my dog. Kicked it with him a lot, shot a lot of content. Cynthia Luciette. Just that All Deaf family, man. They welcome me with open arms, Precious. And it's been love ever since, man. It's been a great partnership. You know what I'm saying? They kind of taught me this podcast space, what to expect, what to do, how to grow your numbers, how to, you know, shouts out to All Deaf. All Deaf got me verified before you could buy being verified. I had been on Wild 'N Out for 7 seasons and could never get through to get verified. All Deaf made a call on my behalf, Facebook verified, IG verified 2 weeks later.
And that shit make a difference.
It make a big difference with booking
and shit.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
believe
So
that shit make a big
even
difference.
with just communicating, we're trying to get booked. Just the real you.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, All Deaf was a blessing, bro. Especially in the pandemic, being able to make money at home, smoking cannabis on the camera. Never thought I would get paid to smoke weed and
Who'da thought?
talk on camera.
Shout out to that.
Yeah.
Man.
That's some people dream job. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
To be on the computer in your drawers below. Just draws. You know what I'm saying? Just draws. Smoking and just, so what y'all think?
You know what?
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
No, facts, man. That's fire. That's fire, man. What so tell us, 2023 is we halfway through it. We July. Quick is hell, man.
July is about
summertime,
gone, bro.
middle of summertime. It's 97,000 degrees outside. We got about a little less than 6 months left, man. What's left on 2023 for Darren Brand? And then tell me, like, 10-year plan. What do you want? What else? What are we going? You've done so much already. Where else can this thing possibly go?
Well, let me say this. You know what I'm saying? Before we get to that, everything I've ever written, I want to do for comedy, I've done.
Okay.
College tours, arena tours, stand-up special. I've shot specials back in my day. I would love another one. Acting, you know what I'm saying? The only thing for me left is like I would love to be on a recurring sitcom, something like that. But all my goals, the financial goals I've ever had, owning a house, being able to, like, if I want to buy a car cash, I can. All them goals, they're marked. So everything here now is a blessing.
That's what's up.
So I really don't have no expect. You know what I'm saying? I really ain't got no like goals. As long as I'm still able to do stand up, I'm not tripping. Because God has done more than I ever thought or imagined. So I don't like putting no goals on it, because I think as long as when I first got into comedy, the one thing I want to do is be able to do what I want financially, provide for my family, and never hear the words "wait to payday." So I'm there.
You in your overflow now.
Yeah. So I feel like if I keep, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be something I'm battling, and I'm not battling nothing anymore. I'm completely happy, bro.
That's what's up.
Like, you know, the tour of Ricky Smiley and D-Ray for a year.
Word.
That's dope.
10,000 people laughing at you. You know what I mean? But God continues to bless me. I got a movie coming out. Tubi. Shouts out Tubi.
Shout out Tubi, man. I sleep on Tubi, man.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to
Big Tubi gang.
I feel like they're waking up slowly to Tubi.
Yeah,
I love
big
Tubi,
Tubi gang. I got a Christmas movie coming out.
That's fire.
Coming out this winter. I'm back on road, homecoming season. I'm pretty sure I'll be on one of these tours in the spring.
We're gonna bring you up. We're gonna do a whole homecoming.
Yeah,
we're gonna go crazy homecoming
episode.
We're going dumb.
Episode. We're gonna do 2-3 episodes.
We
man.
got to really
to fit all of y'all in
production
here, man.
that thing out, because it got to be Aggie Eagle, then Aggie versus South Carolina State.
Yeah.
We're gonna have the P.
Y'all like to hold on to that battle, man. Don't y'all, man? We're not a real rivalry no more, man.
what you talking about?
We're not a real.
Aggie is a bulldog.
It is, but I mean, we're not a real rivalry. It used to be.
It used to be the Battle of the Borders.
Yeah, it was, but it's we're not in the conference. Things didn't change. You know what I mean?
That's what y'all left and wanted to be. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not a supportive of that.
Yeah,
I'm not a
I feel
supportive
like
of
y'all
that.
should have stayed, especially at the trajectory that A&T is going. We need that in this conference. But to each his own. Niggas want to leave.
But yeah, movie coming out. As long as I'm doing shows, I'm good, man. Like every time I get to the space where I'm like, damn, man, what's next? God be like, shut up here. Same thing with Target. Like I went on the road for like 2 months, and then he was like, here's your biggest check you ever go get in your career.
It's fire, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So I try to live it day by day. As long as I got something coming in, my son's straight, baby mama good, my old lady, she's straight, my house in order, I can help friends out and family when I can, I'm good, bro. I'm good. And I think if I stay in this space, I continue to be happy. And I'm not saying I don't want more, or I don't strive to get more, but I'm good.
It's gratitude.
I'm good. Gratitude. Yeah, man. Like
Grand Rising.
Oh,
that's
bro.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Damn,
man.
Man, Darren, bro, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you
gang,
pulling up, man. Damn, that was a fire ass episode.
Yeah,
man.
I'm gonna wrap my part how we always do. But you already been a friend of the show.
Yeah,
but officially now you're a friend of the show. Whenever you on tour, you come back.
Hey,
you
man,
do the movies, come kick it, man.
We give y'all flowers, man. Like BRIL was from shooting our podcast when we was looking for shots out Bravo. I saw y'all had Bravo on.
Yep.
That's my dog. He filmed my first video of Young Miami twerking at the BET Social Awards. He cut that up for me.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? He shot last few hits for free. Tried to pay him.
Right.
But he fucked with us so much, he ain't even charged. You know what I'm saying?
Good dude.
So it's dope to see y'all grow, to go from that to you talking about it. You've been talking about doing your own thing for a minute. So, let me be the ones to give your flowers. Your homies and brothers may not do it, but it feels good to hear. I'm proud of y'all.
Appreciate it.
A lot of people talk about it. Very few people do it.
Yeah, man.
So that's already separate y'all from all the people who just got something to say.
That's love.
I mean,
drop a bomb on that one.
Man.
What we talking about, man?
Man. Smoke something, man.
Man, leave some comments, like the video, man. If you're on Instagram seeing this clip, whatever it may be, you're listening to this, download the episode. Follow the fucking Instagram.
Oh, this is the wrong one. That's when we need to gun
follow the Instagram and then shoot them up, bro.
We gotta shoot them because they be playing with us, bro.
Man,
we
just
got
line
clips.
them up military style. Goddamn. You ain't follow, bitch.
Then take all their phones.
We got
Straight up.
clips that. There we go.
Act like I ain't been nowhere. Glow, bow.
Shoot them up. Shoot them up. You know what I'm saying?
Man, hey, Stir, come on, man, give us the.
Are we going in?
Yeah, we going in. We going in, man.
Baby, and you know what it is. Girls like
made this shit
King
like
BRIL
one
done
day.
it again.
Nigga sound like DJ Quick.
DJ Stir,
Sugar free.
Hey.
You don't think that got a West Coast feel?
Yeah, that's what we
DJ
wanted.
Quick, bro. DJ Pooh and them.
That's what we wanted. We wanted that old school flavor on there.
Jeez.
I mean, a little Bay Area touch.
You feel me?
That's where it is.
Hey, man.
Everybody got a different interpretation.
Hey, neither one of y'all from the Bay.
Not
At
either.
all.
But I like the music.
That's good.
It's
influence.
close enough to 90s cartoons.
Right.
We
A
call
sitcom.
we called that. We the last wave of people to like grow up without social media. You know that?
Yeah.
Literally the last wave.
Yeah, y'all the last one that still know how to talk to a person regularly.
Right. And I feel like TV shows, like when it used to come on, DJ Trap said, it sounds like something that you know is about to come on. You run into the living room because you hear a theme song.
Fucking Hey Arnold to all this shit.
Oh,
bro.
yeah. Hey Arnold probably got one of the
Last of a dying breed, bro.
Hey, man. We going to hold on to it.
There you go. Man,
take us out of here, girl.
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up, man. Everybody in the back, Blue in the back, and his headphones on beating. Got a work laptop open. Uriah, man.
Live studio audience.
Y'all about to have hot practice after this?
I'm
just saying, where there's more than two, my nigga, y'all bound to get rowdy.
Get some music going.
Hey, yeah, we ain't doing that, man. Better put that in the air. You know what I'm saying, Mac.
You know it's going. You know when you realize you're gonna be old, right?
What?
You're gonna try to do that one hop and that knee buckle.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it happened already.
Yeah.
2020 aged a lot of bruhs.
Yeah.
It aged us about 4 or 5 years.
When y'all start clapping under your legs when you hop and you just tap the leg, that's how I know y'all done got old.
I'm trying to hold on to my hopping legs.
Hey, listen, I done see y'all niggas get to it, bro. Niggas don't touch the ground no more. They just gotta get back to it.
They ain't doing no more them donkey kicks.
No.
Right? You was a donkey kicking, bro, back in the day. That's when we go down and do the handstand.
Yeah, I done plenty of step shows. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go from the cut up shirts that got the chandelier hanging to the full old school t-shirt now.
The collar shirt and the little cap.
Can't even walk in your boots no more.
You're right. When I got up to 218, boy, I tried to hit like that 720, boy, and I got stuck. I was like, I ain't going all the way around no more. What happened?
My 720 still flawless.
Hey, bro, that nigga Sturby having hot practice still.
I still get in it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep these legs good as long as I can.
There was a point in time in your life you not sitting down doing no podcast. You was setting it out looking for hoes.
You
don't rub your knees the whole fucking episode, dog. The whole episode you been doing this the whole goddamn episode. Like, boy, hell yeah. So tell me about life. How you feel?
That's the old shit. That's the
old nigga shit.
Little young old niggas, man. Hold on to it, man. Y'all got
a lot of miles on these things, boy.
Blood Drive, we setting it out at a book signing. It didn't matter. Cornell Jones, Cornell West.
Y'all go to a shelter to feed people. Grab you a chicken plate, bro.
You know,
the worst part is when you transitioning to be on the bruh, because now everybody else can do their little shit. You know what I'm saying? Cowpuss and alphas, they can do their little shit without spending too much energy.
Right.
And they like, yo, do it. And I'm like, bro, you don't understand what I'm gonna have to burn 400 calories just to get through this song.
Dog, and I be on TikTok high as hell, bro. And just, you know, I'm part of the HBCU culture, so I've been around the Greeks ever since I started college. But y'all younger Qs is too active now. Too many spins.
Yeah.
Too many complicated steps. I can't even mimic it in the step show no more. I just gotta go back to the basics. These niggas is spin, move, kick, slide, whoa, double spin. Like what?
Man, it's my neos be on that shit. Man, listen, in 16 it was a 8 to 16 count hop.
Yeah.
And then you just run it back.
The niggas try to switch it up.
My neos got a 72 count hop, bro.
And chance too. My neos, we doing all these crazy chants that we didn't even say back in the day.
Trick too. Them niggas just, I'm like, how they like, listen, I want you to watch this right quick. I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to
pick up a hop in the party?
You know how we talked about how we was in high school, we was like lifting weights to get big? Right. That was y'all. Qs used to be big. Now y'all all small and athletic with these difficult ass steps. Y'all ain't even fat no more. Look at this nigga. This got abs and shit.
The hops now is not for the fat, bro.
The fat Qs used to be out, bro. Now y'all in shape, worried about health, man. Fuck this new shit, man. Get back to your roots. Niggas don't even eat chicken no more.
Oh, niggas eat chicken. You know what's crazy? Speaking of new school bros, I seen bros want grilling out at the cookout. Bruh. They had hibachi.
Y'all changed.
They was on the grill hibachi.
Bro, y'all changed, bro.
It's different, dog.
Y'all got a weight requirement now, bro. 250? No, we can't take nobody over 250, bro.
It's different, man. You can't do the hop.
We only want athletic bros, man.
Right. You can't do the hop if you're too big.
Hey.
Like Tyler, he ain't making it in these new generations.
No. Hey, Tyler got some feet. Now the thing is, Tyler can do it one time.
And that's it.
It's gonna be fine, but one time, then it's like, all right.
Yeah, once that hip get thrown out.
Once that hip get thrown, it's over with.
Man, let's go on rapid, but we'll sit here all day, best with Dan, bro. We'll sit here all day, man. Appreciate
I gotta get to my son.
Appreciate you.
Fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, shout out Black Fathers, man. Appreciate you, Darren. Bro.
Already, man. I got you.
That last question. So you brought that up. What has changed in you since you had your baby boy?
Patience.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody in here got kids, but the one thing you are going to definitely learn is patience.
Okay.
There's nothing. I mean, my son is the most beautiful, gorgeous gift in the world. But you know, when you come from You know, living your own lifestyle for a while. You know what I'm saying? Sleep when I want to sleep, smoke when I want to. Like, you know what's crazy, bro? I bought my house, right? You know, I'm proud of my house. 5 bedrooms, and I got it. First person to own property in my family. So, you know, when I first got the house, it was an ashtray and a blunt in every room. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you been there, living room, blunt, man cave, blunt, loft, blunt.
You got one of them couches, boy. You take that hot nap, boy. It's over.
Boy, he was born. Man, I smoke in a garage now with a fan blowing on me, bro. It's crazy how that transition happened, bro. And I never thought that somebody who don't work nor got a job could just dictate my life. Like I earned this place. I earned this place, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He just freeloaded.
Yeah, she, you know, his mama could be like, hey, you mind smoking outside? You know, DJ coughed. Give a fuck if he coughed. He needs to know that his daddy smokes weed. He needs to know.
Straight up.
So now I'm in a garage in a little corner with a little TV mounted and the fan blowing on me with drawers on because it's hot.
Yeah.
So, you
especially right now in the summer, smoke. And then it ain't a good time.
I can't smoke to the evening.
It ain't a good time to smoke in the garage, period. Because when it's cold, it's cold. It's cold. It's cold.
It's
hot. It's hot.
Robbie out there with the little heater blowing right on my feet and my hoodie on.
You got 2 months where you in the year. It was like April, and then you got what, like October that you can
when it's raining and shit.
Any advice I want to give y'all, if you don't have a child, make sure you are the most mentally healed, prepared, financially person you could possibly be, because they change. My house is his house. I don't understand how these new kids, like, I've never seen somebody get so much toys on their first birthday and this motherfucker can't even walk. Like, blessed. You know what I'm saying? 2 toy chests in the house, like, got a TV in his room. Like, what the fuck, man?
You got it all.
What?
Yeah.
I ain't get a TV to about 12.
How you gonna feel he get a little older and he start frying you up? Like he funny than you. Like he naturally God gave it to him. Why you trying to get me to beat him down? I'm asking.
Like what if your son funny to you? Nah,
no, I'm talking about like 11 and he just say some funny shit. You like, and you go to the room like, yo, this shit.
But you know, I ain't gonna. I'm gonna be so hyped. Like, shit,
it's up.
I got one. You know what I'm saying? Because if he loves comedy and he wants to do it, I'm gonna get him started early.
Facts. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna be one of the parents that hold him back, man. If I see it in him, like I don't know, bro. My son fried me. I'm frying back. I fry him now.
Okay.
Fry that nigga now. What's up? His mama be pissed. I be frying his ass.
Straight up.
Hold your neck up. Tighten up, man.
Hey,
motherfucker be rolling over his back, can't roll back over. Stay there. Shit, figure it out.
Figure it out,
be so mad, bro.
Got to see it through.
Stop talking about my baby. He mine too.
Hey.
Right. Say like that.
Yo, that's funny as hell, man.
You got eczema and shit. Hey man, I'm out of here, man. Give me let's go, man.
Hey, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Episode of the podcast, man.
Appreciate y'all.